Let go, Dream Team. It's your boy D Neal back with another reaction video, guys. Here we are with friendly Jordies once again. The worst big things in Australia. That's a very intriguing title. Well, before we jump into it, make sure you subscribe to the channel, ring notification bell, give the video a thumbs up so it gets suggested. What we got?
Hello, you might not know this series yet, and if you don't, that's alright. There's such a thing as a late bloomer. It's the worst of series, where we go around and we look at what people are saying about Australian stuff. Public toilets,
Oh, we gotta check this series out. More videos from this series.
cash converters, train stations, which pretty much are public toilets in Australia, let's be honest. And we go and look at the Google reviews because they're always hilarious. So come on, let's go on a safari together. Do you know what safari means? No, because I'm introducing this to the new viewers. Oh well, it just means, don't be mean to the people in the comments, even though I'm gonna be mean to the people in the comments. Stick around. Today we're going to be looking into big things, which is a staple part of every child in Australia growing up, which is to go to something going, yeah, we're going to go to the big banana, big banana, big. And you go there and you're just like, oh, it's just a big banana. And then you try to buy it and you're like, it's not even real. I spent 6 hours in the car for that. I think we all know it every single time. Like, do you remember this as a 6-year-old? You think like,
I'm gonna know what it feels like to be an ant in Coles, and it's very disappointing. Bug's life is nowhere near as whimsical as I thought it would be.
And we are going to start with the big banana because I do think that is the most famous one in Australia. And I have to say, big banana is great now because there are other things there other than the big banana. They've just put all of these multiplex, I don't know, like 4D rides to distract you from the fact that when you go inside, you're just like, well, there's photos of bananas from the 50s. They don't look that different from now, dude. Banana was much smaller than anticipated. Can't relate. Man, I used to grow up in Coffs Harbour and that was our claim to fame. And dude, like everyone that went there every time was just like, can we just go to the mall? Like there's no... And it's not that big. Like I swear to God, you have eaten bananas that are bigger than the big banana. Response from owner is, thank you, Nathan. Was this only worth 2 stars? I'm trying to put on a giant voice, but my voice is a little bit raspy because don't you think that who owns the big banana has the little certificate that is like, yes, this is mine. Giant monkey at Attack on Titan. It's got to be him. Here we go, 1 star. You can tell within the first 5 words. Listen to this. Don't you with me 3 kids? Yeah, well, that's your fault, not the big bananas, mate.
True.
Actually, now that I think about it, it is the big banana's fault. That is just bait for kids that have like several missing teeth. Yeah! To be told, my son with an arm cast can't do anything besides pat. Oh, so it's not about the big banana, it's about the presiding theme park. Yeah, well, dude, sorry, but he has a broken arm. He can't do everything. What's your idea of him of just like, don't set limitations for him? And also,
First of all, I love friendly Jordies, bro. Man, this is absolutely hilarious. Second of all, this big banana seems absolutely underwhelming. He said, you as a kid, you're like, big banana, big butt. And you get there like, oh, that's it.
Your idea of him of just like, don't set limitations for him. And also, putt-putt's the best thing there. What are you complaining about? You just saved 6 or 7 shit rides. So we went home. Oh, you went home. You didn't even let him go on the putt-putt. Wow, father of the year, mate. And also whining about this. 2 hours. You live in the country. 2 hours for you is buying actual bananas. Shut the f*** up. Stop whining. Nothing I could find online stating this. Wow, you just must have the most fulfilling life ever, don't you, mate? I'm gonna look at the fine print of this kid's amusement park that I could have gone to and no one was telling me to go away. I chose that. Why did I now? Let me just find out. Edit after reply. Oh, he's back for more, eh? A simple risk warning and waiver form would release the risk at our own risk. Oh, he's actually a scholar. I'm doing the wrong voice, sorry. Some cars/splints are less serious than they look, and this is a case where my son, who is 3 days away from having the cast removed, is more capable than most kids with no cast. Dude.
Oh my God.
I don't know how to break this to you, but I don't think anyone cares. Can you imagine if we saw that response? 1 star reply! I'm gonna look into the legalities of this. Please don't, we've got enough lawsuits. Alright, now we are moving on to the...
Hey, David wasn't having it. David was upset. You know what I'm saying? David said, by golly, I don't care if he has a body cast on. You let him have fun.
Giant koala. And can I just say, first off, this is the first time that I've ever seen it. Shout out Victoria. You really have captured the spaced out look that all koalas have. You know that, like, what you would imagine an ET would look like if the ET was far dumber than you, and you're like, oh, so that's why you haven't visited us. And here we go, here's another staple. Giant koala fine food. Anywhere that you ever go with one of these big things, it's always going to have quote unquote fine food. I can tell you from the experience, the fine in that sign, you're thinking it's like fine, but it's fine. The koala looked like it had been dropped off the edge of the Grampians. Oh, see, you can't please some people, can you? That was a work of art in comparison to everything else we're about to see, I can assure you. The lady who was working at the cafe had manners worse than the inanimate object outside that they called a koala. Week of the season here, Oscar Wilde must be turning in his grave that you have taken from him his mantle. As this season's Sarai, you also had to make a donation to use the toilet. Good! I'm glad that you had to make a donation. I hate this about anybody that ever makes anything on Google reviews. It's always just the worst people on earth. Because, like, think about it. Have you, as a normal human being, ever had an experience where you thought, oh, I walked into Kmart and what's all this? All of the shirts are cheap. I better write about that. Just so everyone knows, Kmart is worse than Gap. 1 star. And to do so, you'd have to spend more than 2 minutes in the cafe, which smelt like roadkill scraped off the side of the road. Would not recommend. You know what? This is a first. You ready for this? Whoever that was, your bad review made me want to go. Eat shit. I'm bad reviewing your review. Horrifying zombie big koala try laughing emoji. They have very humorously done what the jokester in your office does, which is close up on the face of anyone, and that instantly makes it. It is a shortcut to comedy, why not? But like, 1 star? Horrifying zombie big koala gets 1 star.
That's it.
I would love to see you review the apocalypse of mankind. Comment big, scary, bang, eggplant emoji, ow, whatever, 1 star. Oh, damn, the big lobster. Look at how dominant it lays over its nest. I like this guy, and I know another man who would. That's right, Chef Boyardee. No lobsterer, just lobster soup. Yeah, well, that does grammatically make sense. So, don't know what you could...
No lobster, like no actual lobster. They're not serving actual. Just be like lobster soup. That's all we got. You can't get the lobster though.
Complain is you don't get to write 1 star if you're complaining about an animal that doesn't exist. Nah, I know what you're trying to say, and it is a fair point. If you are running a cafe of the big X, it should have X. Except in the koala's case, please don't start that. They've had enough. Too late, Jordies. This shipment's in from New South Wales. Yeah, Gladys's own. I am coming to the view that big objects are just another opportunity to take yet another cliche self.
Facts.
Yeah.
Facts.
I guess. Why are you giving 2 stars to your own thought? Also on top of that, can you shut the f*** up? I'm not going to show your picture, mate, but you're lucky that I have some semblance of, like, privacy, unlike the press does apparently to me, because for Christ's sake, you are a very old man. I know you took a selfie there. Well, yes, I did. But anyone else who does it is appropriating my generation. And fair. All right, now we're back to the big marina.
What the F is that? Is that a sheep? I don't know what animal. I literally don't know what animal that is. Y'all help me out. Is that a sheep? I don't know.
I don't know how the can you just say ram? Right? Like,
ram.
For Christ's sakes, it's the thing that was in the Rams home loan ad, okay? And there seems to be is that the Dalai Lama at the bottom? That's hilarious, the llama with the ram, eh? The path to enlightenment is selfies. Too bad he'll never know. Just a big concrete sheep. Yes! Thank you! Someone finally says it! I'm sick to death of that thing getting so much rub. You can't even walk up its ass! For Christ's sakes, at least the big banana has that. I want to get pooped out of the big Merino. They should put one of these in New Zealand too. Hey, that's our thing, all right, New Zealand. You stay the away from big things. You just try and make macroscopic things like the choice kiwi, eh? But I guess people there would know what sheep look like.
That was a good one. They
They would know what sheep look like. I don't know if that's it's a joke or not. I don't know. He's like actually just coming to the realization as he writes. It's just like, the key to good writing is to just let it flow. Aiden, I should have put wings on it. And he fancies himself a, quote, local guide. There's nothing local about visiting other dimensions, mate. The question is, why? That is a good question.
Great question.
But I think we all know the answer. It's the same as all of these other places. It's a town that has nothing, like no economy that is unique, no buildings that are unique whatsoever, and then they just went, yeah, well, they've got it, we'll just chuck it in there. Well, that got some people off the highway. Not enough Main Street, though. All right, everyone, shut up shop. Goulburn, Canberra's special, brother. Man. Think about this. Goulburn's entire economy is based on people needing to take a piss on the way to Canberra, and I'm sick and tired of pretending it's not. Very poor as a touristic place. So many morons. And far from the CBD. Why do you want to be in the CBD of Goulburn? Why is that your second tourist attraction of, oh yeah, they've still got a Dimies? What the f*** are Dimies? Now that I think about it, that is way more of a tourist attraction than that.
Sorry.
That is like that Simpsons eternal mystery spot. I swear to God, if you walk into Dimmies, is it Dimey or Dimmies? Let us know in the comments. And also, can you let us know this? What is it? Oh, the big pineapple. Okay, that's very sad. If that gets more than 1 star out of any of the reviews, that is far more than it deserves. Apparently there's a bunch of people writing, this used to be really good. There used to be a pineapple farm here. If that is the highlight of your life, that there used to be a pineapple farm there, well then, I'm sure you're one of those old people in the old folks home that everyone wants to listen to. But can you just... Like, it's better without the pineapple farm, because now it's just SpongeBob SquarePants' house out of the ocean. Go. So every now and then he pops his head out. I need it! Here we go. Look, this is the exact opposite of the Big Banana. Everyone that goes there has kids. Everybody over here, their kids are elderly themselves. Sadly, it wasn't open. Renovations, apparently. Oh yeah, okay, you're not going to trust the official story on that one just yet. What really happened at the pineapple? There used to be a pineapple farm beyond that grassy knoll. The pineapple truck used to take them out on Smitherston's highway, back and to the left, back and to the left. But then a second piece of pineapple was flung from the Queensland Pineapple Depository, no less. Rude cafe lady. Have you noticed that the older that your mum gets, the more she uses the word rude in the same sentence? Can you imagine when there's 200-year-old ladies? Cafe lady with a face like a miserable toad. Oh, pineapple shots fired. Also, on top of that, it is Queensland. They probably did hire a cane toad. Don't bother asking this.
He said they probably did hire a cane toad.
Misery anything. She doesn't want to help. Yeah, and lady, you want to help too much. What a disappointment. We hadn't been there for 30 years, and the pineapple farm... here we go, the pineapple farm. Most of the building has been abandoned, and the pineapple was closed. Look, okay, this is the first one that I've read so far that actually deserves a single star. That is sad. All right, we've got the big prawn and me dead a Bunnings behind it. You know how everyone's always saying that we should relocate Canberra? Yes, we should. Right there. That's Australian as it gets. Disappointed. Big prawns next to Bunnings. You can't miss Bunnings car park next to big prawns. Look, lady, can I just say something? This is incredible. The French guy that was selling a bike to cash converters and was pissed off that he didn't get the same amount of money. So clearly not a smart guy that doesn't speak our language. He speaks English better than you. What a disappointment. We specifically drove into Ballina on our way to Queensland to see the big prawn and to have a delicious feed of prawns. Not the case at all. When we got here, I called the phone number to ask, where do we go to eat? The young girl said that we had to go into Bunnings for a feed. Oh, man. Look, I am not sorry because like every other Australian, Bunnings shares are awesome. Like if you agree. I asked, do you have any prawns in there? No. no, she said. Oh, what a shock. Bunnings has everything they say, eh? Beat it by 10%. Can't beat nothing by 10%, can ya? What's the point of having a big broad for a tourist attraction?
That's a good point.
Really hard shell and too big to eat. What a send-off. What a send-off. And now we can go right back to our home state to finish off with the finale, the Big Poo. I know it's supposed to be the Big Potato, but trust me, I'm around here, I'm a local, I can tell you, no one calls it the Big Potato. There's only one review for this, and it's all you need. You ready? It looks like shit.
It does.
Oh, man.
It does.
This is the second round of this series that has made me finish, man, like I'm crying with laughter. I love this country so much. Make sure you give a like if you love this country too. Show your patriotism by that, or even better than that, getting a shirt at Friendly Jordies. I mean, that's better than just waving the flag in front of your house, isn't it? Especially these days of the political climate. Get a political t-shirt, that's not political. And make sure as well that you subscribe to this channel, because we will be doing more of these reviews if you like it. And always, you never know, we might be ending up at the place that we are reviewing. Ooh, we always do at the end of these, by the way. This is the editor's cue to sideswipe into that. It's pretty shit. No, actually, wait, that was too shit. We can't finish on that. That was more shit than the big shit. We'll try one more place. I'm going now. Yeah, it is kind of small. Please share and comment below. Comment.
Yeah, I definitely want to check out more of this series, bro. I definitely want to. Friendly Jordies just absolutely hilarious. But that's all we got. If you guys have a favorite video suggestion, you can subscribe to Patreon or drop it in the comment section. It's your boy D Neal.